appreciate it. Yo, you want to send me the clip chat? I just want to look at it. And listen, guys. Okay, I'm gonna emphasize this because I know even I get salty at shit. There's I understand the frustrations from both sides. Okay, so if I look at this and I say, hey, I don't think we should be doing that, it doesn't mean I hate this person or you should hate them and be fucking retarded. Okay.
Red Ocean Highway, we accidentally just crashed into a Mustang, blue and...
Well, you don't get to see the... Okay.
Disregard the continuing South Great Ocean Highway. We accidentally just crashed into a Mustang, blue in color, blue headlights.
I'm gonna go stay at Bob's now.
Alright, continuing South Great Ocean Highway through the tunnel.
I don't think I followed Daddy.
We got a lady.
I didn't know he streamed.
Okay,
nope.
cool. I'm shooting them.
Ladybird just hit us.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot you then. Alright,
Yep.
sounds good.
We're getting shot at.
I'm gonna fucking shoot. Literally.
Oh, they're shooting at us.
Well, they shot first, so there you go.
Maybe it was U-turn south.
What are you shooting for?
You literally hit me 100 over 100 miles.
Wait, did she shoot? I'm confused. She wasn't shooting, was she?
Nope.
Didn't she get shot?
Alright, I'm gonna shoot you then. Alright,
Yep.
sounds good.
We're getting shot at.
I'm gonna fucking shoot. Literally.
Oh, they're shooting at us. They're shooting at us already.
Wait, I'm confused. I can't tell where the bullets are coming from.
I'm gonna shoot you then. Alright,
Yep.
sounds good.
We're getting shot at.
I'm gonna fucking shoot.
You know, Kay's shooting first, so it's a little bit different when it's said like that. But then again, yeah, I don't know. I think if she had a shot first there, it would have been a lot worse, but... Oh, Kay didn't shoot.
Hello, my friends.
Hello, my friend.
Holy shit, you're a god, Francis. First one was
Oh, dude, it's already on YouTube?
Hey,
Bro.
isn't this shit we tried to chop up with helicopters?
Me too.
Can we help you, man?
You guys smoke?
Yeah, we
Fingal,
smoke.
what the fuck do you want, Fingal?
Honestly, though, the sync on this pit was actually really good.
Meth.
Yeah, you trying to buy some meth?
Hell no, you crackhead.
I ain't buying your meth.
It's
Y'all
not
the
crack, it's
crackhead.
meth.
No, it's really good.
Oh, okay.
It's 100%
Pawn shop first? Fan him, dude. Oh,
You
he
come
literally
through
gets
to
out
the,
first, shoots
little
first. What are you talking
soul
about?
Compound in a little bit and we'll buy some, right?
Oh, I
Word.
bet. Just to prove I'm not that cop. I'm not like
Oh,
him.
fuck you, Fingal.
Yeah, what are you guys talking about? Kay's shooting first.
Oh shit, that was stressful.
Oh yeah.
I can't hear it. Oh, one second. Let me mute this.
Oh, literally, Eugene became the new me, bro. He's always going down and going to jail.
Yo, I expected Windows 11 to be different.
Okay, cool.
It's so much similar to Windows 10 and shit.
Fucking kill that guy.
You're shooting over a pit? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna fucking shoot.
Oh, maybe she did shoot first. Okay.
Willie.
The issue with this is, chat, like, I understand it from the cops' point of view, like, so this is the logic of cops, and this is more so a 2.0 thing. This was a common thing at the start of 3.0. Even I do it, right? We had the mentality of because you get ejected and shit a lot back then. So obviously it's a little different now. You rarely get ejected. So the world of the server has changed, and I don't think the mental has changed, even though we've tried to sort of say that we should be doing that. So, the start of 3.0. If somebody rammed me on Soze, and it was a hard ram, I'd get down and start shooting the tires for sure. Sometimes them if I knew they were, repeat offenders. Then it got to a point where I rarely got ejected, or we'd rarely get ejected, and all it did was escalate into a shootout for everybody, which is what just happened. It made the scene escalate, not de-escalate. So we've been trying to say to cops, all you need to do is say, hey, we're going to shoot you if you ram us like that, or there needs to be the ultimatum, right? I will use lethal force if you do this. Obviously, if they're pointing a gun at you, you don't need to say shit, but if you get rammed by a car in this world, it isn't lethal force, really. You rarely get ejected. You're never dead. So I don't think it's fair to just jump out of a car and start mag dumping somebody or just shoot them like that. Because you're the escalation at that point. You're creating a shootout. And we've said this for a while, but it seems to just slip through randomly. And usually it's the same people. But that I feel like that mentality there is one of the downfalls that needs to just change. I don't think it's necessarily ban-worthy, but we should be handing out suspensions for shit like that, and I think High Command should be able to look at that and be like, yeah, you shouldn't have shot there, you're suspended for X. If it happens again, you're suspended for longer type deal. Because you can definitely argue that you're being attacked, right? Because a fucking vehicle is hitting you, so it's not exactly, yeah, you know. But the bigger issue with it is we've got to consider what's happening here, who's role playing, how many people are involved, and what the repercussions of it are. Right? As soon as a cop shoots, everybody's game on, pretty much, and it really does escalate to a stage where, especially if things are questionable, which is one, a cop did a U-turn in front of civs, wiped out their car. That in itself is like, you know, it probably might have been done safer. It wasn't that big of a deal. Like you know, you're not gonna get in trouble for shit like that. But when you get pit back, you should just be like, yeah, you know, I did just fuck their car up. You know what I mean? It's probably understandable. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not MVO, but it's not following SOPs. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to push through. Look, I've been trying to do it on Soze. Like, just the biggest issue, and like I said, this isn't a thing because I want it to be the law of the world or anything like that. I think it's just a courtesy in roleplay, right? That's, and this is also why I want to get rid of fucking bombs and grenades and shit as well. You just need to be aware that something's happening before you get fucking, you know, shot at or exploded. And I've talked with some people about the explosives too. I just think they're good in certain situations, but they can create situations that are just as unfun for cops as well. So, you know, I think if you're just standing there doing cop work and you randomly get blown up because there's a cop fight, you know, a block away, shit like that's pretty fucking dumb as well. But at least if you've got a gun, you can sort of see what's happening. It's not an instant explosion. There's some sort of chance to like, sort of fight. You know what I mean? Like you've got a chance to do something. So I think if we go back to class 1s purely and class 2s on bank jobs and cops have nothing but class 1s, that'll be good. And if obviously it doesn't work out because class 2s are overpowered, then we do something about it. But we should. I think it's going to work out better than people expect it to. If I have a $200,000 assault rifle, I use it in a bank robbery to shoot, I ain't going to stay around. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to lose a $200,000 gun from a heist and potentially lose the $200,000 from the heist and then have to buy another $200,000 gun afterwards if you do some other shit. You know what I mean? So it makes the whole hit and run aspect a little more viable by giving them extra power to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you've got the range advantage, which is something we might need to look at too with pistols, to actually hit and dip, basically. I think they will get ambushed. I think ambushes might become a common thing in bank robberies. But for me, even on cop, I half expect shit like that at a bank robbery. If you can't get away, but you've got to remember now. You know, looking at limiting numbers in situations like that until it escalates, which is why I think the last situation is a negative effect to the server. gives you the option to get away in a vehicle with a good driver. The reason Charles couldn't get away is because there was fucking 20 cops, right? So once it got escalated, he would take a corner, there'd be a cop there. Even when I was trying to get away, did you see how many cops there fucking were, dude? There was literally a cop every corner, and the only reason we got away is because like 2 or 3 of them weren't getting involved. And if you only had the 4 or 5 to begin with and it stayed like that, it didn't get escalated, I think Charles would have got away more than likely. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, it's not about what makes sense in roleplay. It's not about what makes sense in relation to IRL. It's about what makes sense to us as a server to make the criminals want to flee and think they have a chance of fleeing, right? And if cops are going to shoot instantly, crims are going to think, oh man, I need to shoot to get away, right? It's a logical thing. Like it's literally just a logical thing. And it's not only CG that will do this. If a person is cornered, the only thing they can do is fight. And it's just like, you know, it's just fucking nature at that point. So that's why we don't want, you know, that sort of shit happening. And you guys that, I know retards are going to go over to Pon's channel and shit talk and do that sort of shit. Don't do that, okay? Like I said, I think it's a mentality that we can change, and you guys being retards about it is not going to make it better in any way whatsoever at all, all right? If anything, it's probably going to make it worse. So, don't do that shit. But yeah, you know, like I said, don't get all fucking irrational and shit over it. We've got ideas and solutions for it. So just chill on that. Fortunate she's not live. That hasn't stopped you guys before, okay? Ram. So listen, guys. The crims didn't have to ram there. That's 100% true. But all cops are required to do, and this is the only thing I'm trying to preach recently. It's been like a month or two when I swear it's been happening less, but it still does happen. If you are going to escalate to lethal force, you need to say you're escalating to lethal force, right? If you ram them back, that's fine. They rammed you. Like, yeah, I get it. But if you're just fucking instantly shooting, I don't think it's right. You need to say, if you ram me again, we will escalate to lethal force. Or, you know, if you run over an officer, we get a, well, obviously, at that point, you'll escalate depending if they're running in front of the car and shit. But you just need to vocalize it. If you uncuff that person, I am going to use lethal force on you. That's what you need to say. And then if they go to uncuff that person, you can beat the shit out of them if you need to, or shoot them if they got guns. You know what I mean? But we can just say it's Ramey's fault anyway. But yeah, you get the point, guys. You get the point. But harassing people and shit is not gonna fucking solve any issue in our community. All right. As much as you guys like drama and shit, it's some low IQ shit. Honestly, it is really some fucking low IQ shit to go into other people's chat and say you gotta fucking kill them and shit. You are literally a fucking stupid human if you do that shit, okay? I just want you to know that, because there's people out there probably thinking of doing that shit, and I just want you to know you're a fucking retard before you do it, alright? Why did I close that before I muted it?
Because somebody